Mystery launch from Glenfield. Early this morning, Zenith 4, a Starspeed space freighter, lifted off from Glenfield and is now being escorted into deep space by Solar System exploration craft 0X. No details have been given, but it almost certainly relates to a discovery on the recently discovered rogue exoplanet Verspona. Stay tuned for a full-color video report.
Commencing star drive deceleration burn.
Roger. Coming up on 0X now.
Captain Travers to Zenith 4. Jet into a holding orbit alongside the main body and await further orders.
We'll go.
Well, Professor, there's your destination. Hopefully Verspona beats the inside of that muddy hole in Arizona we pulled you out of.
Admirable, Captain, admirable. Any chance that we could have a closer look before we actually land?
Sure. We'll be doing a low-level fly-through in the MEV to pinpoint the exact area you want to research.
Good. Only hope the orbital survey hasn't led us all the way here for nothing.
Detach successful.
Okay, Greg. Height 30 miles and lowering. Coming up on the southern hemisphere.
The survey team's anomaly should be in Sector 6. Chart reference 9.
There, starboard side. They were right.
That's incredible. A vast, uninhabited plain. A dried-up sea.
And every inch of it littered with bones.
I've never seen anything like it, but what manner of creature once walked this planet, Professor?
That, my friend, is what they sent me all the way here to find out. We'll know more when we assemble some of them back on Earth.
Funny. All these bones about, but I can't see anything that looks like a skull.
Every skeleton must have had a head, Greg. I've no doubt there will be plenty around.
You've obviously never had one of Ray's life as we don't know it speeches.
Okay, let's get busy. Greg and I will guide the Zenith 4 down, then we can leave you to it, Professor.
Careful, you idiot. Those bones are brittle. Handle them with care.
Wow, old Leon's hopping about like a mother hen with a bunch of wayward chicks. He sure loves his work.
Well, what other fossil hunter gets to go to space? Besides, a few more months and Verspona will be out of reach forever. He knows there's no return trip on this one.
Right, team. Let's call it a day. Pack up and head for base camp.
Okay, Professor. Calling Zenith Control. We're on our way back now.
Yeah, roger that. Copy's on. That's funny. Is that a light? Carson to Zenith Control. I think I could see...
A scream. Where did it come from?
That gully, I think. About 50 yards north of the freighter.
Carson's missing. He must have gone off on his own.
Right. You and the others into the dome, Professor. Ray and I will investigate this alone.
Paul, up there on that ribcage.
Carson?
Quick, help me get him down.
Dead. Afraid so, Paul. His suit's punctured in 3 places. No other marks or contusions as far as I can see. He could have tripped over those sharp bones there by accident.
I doubt it, Doc. That ribcage is lying too far from the edge of the gully. But if he was attacked, then why haven't we been attacked too?
With all respect to Carson, this really can't be rushed.
I know this discovery's important, Professor, but the longer we stay here, the more our lives are at risk. I want off this planet fast. How much longer will it take to load the specimens?
Tomorrow evening, at the latest, Captain.
Good. I have a strange feeling about this place. As if something is out there watching us, biding its time.
Auto sequence start in 3, 2, 1.
Traverse to Zenith 4, blast off complete. Follow us up to the holding orbit and await our connection with the main body.
Wilco, Captain. Over and out.
Interstellar course plotted. We're on our way.
And not a moment too soon. Brad, contact Zenith 4 and confirm.
Emergency! Zero X, we're out of control!
Good grief, she's on fire!
At least 2 major explosions in the fuel chamber. She's starting to break up.
We need to get the crew clear. Gather all the monostretchers you can find fast.
We're too late, Paul. The crew have had it. There must have been a leak of poisonous fumes.
Can anyone see Vatsky?
Back here. He's alive, but only just.
Travers, listen to me. Listen to me. Fantastic discovery. The skulls, Travers. Fear only the skulls.
Skulls, Professor? What are you talking about? Professor?
It's too late, Paul. He's dead.
This piece of paper. He must have been trying to write something down just before the explosion. Some sort of scientific data, but it means nothing to me.
The main hull. It's breaking up.
Let's get out of here. Greg, we're pulling out. Head for the forward airlock.
A fine ship and a fine crew. All gone.
Including Professor Vatsky. This mission has had the stamp of doom from the start.
1 man lost on Vespona, and the rest in space. That cargo of bones must have been the cause.
Yes, but how does their structure differ from ordinary bones? Vatsky's notes don't help us much. One thing I do know, though, too many lives have been lost for us to just ignore this mystery. Brad, change course. We're going back to Verspona.
Eerie, isn't it? Not a sound, not a living thing inside.
Don't be too sure of that, Doc. Remember what the professor said. Beware the skulls.
But that's what I don't understand. There's every type of bone in this valley except skulls.
One may have been slipped aboard the Zenith without our knowledge. We'll split up and start looking. But be on your guard. Remember Carson.
Understood.
A light. Paul, I think I might have found something.
Hang on. We're on our way.
Huh. False alarm. I thought I saw a light. Heading back to base camp.
Huh? What the? I can't see.
Why didn't it finish me off? I wouldn't have stood a chance. Paul! Ray! I've got something.
You're saying the bones assembled and attacked you? Greg, it just isn't possible.
Sure it isn't. But I swear it happened.
Well, it's more than we found. What now?
Simple. We offer ourselves up as bait and walk into the cave.
Oh, of course we do.
My gun seemed to scare it off last time. Hopefully it has the same effect again.
Hold it. Look at these recesses piled high with skulls.
The same ones that attacked me, only smaller and as lifeless as empty seashells. That light, it's the same one I saw before.
Okay, let's take a look.
It's like some sort of underground lake. But look at the water. It's like luminous paint.
This must be the source of the light, but I still don't understand.
Neither do I, but this stuff certainly isn't paint. I'll run it through the molecular analyzer.
Make it fast, Doc. We're wide open here.
possible? It's a mixture of advanced lymphatic tissue and periosteum.
Which, in my kind of layman's language, means what, Doc?
That stuff in the pool contains most of the material necessary for the growth and development of bones in a living being.
You don't mean... Back to the tunnel, quick!
Ah! Whoa! It's got me!
It's okay. It's gone.
Talk about the hand of fate. What was that thing?
Well, Doc?
Well, as far as I can deduce, the liquid contains lymphatic tissues and periosteum, substances necessary for the development of living bones.
You mean to say the skull Greg saw outside really was alive?
Yes. My guess is that we've landed on a planet that is in the throes of a new evolution. Years ago, Verspona must have been inhabited by creatures of flesh and blood, whose bones now litter the valley outside. Then, when the planet was ripped from orbit, all life was extinguished.
I get it. When normal life could no longer be supported, a new form of evolution began with what was left.
Exactly. A race of independent, living bones.
It's enough to put shivers up my flesh-covered spine. These things are obviously hostile.
And the attack on the Zenith 4 could be an indication that it wishes to spread to other worlds. We need to seal this cave.
Look, the pool. It's enormous.
Never mind that. Get out of its way.
Paul, I must have been wrong. The evolution hasn't been moving toward a race of separate bones, but a complete living skeleton.
And now it's happening. We're here at the birth of a new species.
Exactly. And now that the process has been finalized, we can expect a whole race of those things to be spawned at any minute.
Deadly, hostile, and practically indestructible. We gotta get out of here.
Is it going where I think it's...
Quick, get after it.
It's heading for the MEV.
Head it off. We must get the MEV airborne. It's seen us.
How? It doesn't even have eyes.
Doesn't matter. Behind the dome. Quick!
Paul, Greg's down. There's a hole in his suit.
Get to work on him, Doc. I'll try to hold this thing off.
It stopped coming. Think you harmed it?
No. Just scared it a little. Let's get Greg behind those boulders and examine him properly. Is he okay, Doc?
I patched his suit in time, but there's a bad cut on his neck. The skeleton's claw must have nicked the flesh. But wait a minute. That's strange.
What is?
The flesh on either side of the cut. It's going streaky, like marble.
It's hardening, like...
Bone. Solid bone. Through contact with the skeleton, Greg's flesh structure is being altered.
You mean this could spread all over his body like a disease?
After what I saw in that cave, anything is possible.
Then we must get Greg back to the MEV. There's nothing we can do with his suit on.
Oh no. The skeleton. It's attacking the ship.
If those jaws are strong enough to puncture the hull, then it's all over, Doc. For the three of us.
But what can we do?
I'll see if I can divert that thing long enough for you to get Greg into the MEV. Wait for my signal.
Okay, Paul. But don't take any chances.
If it's tracking my vibration, I might just be able to... Hey! Over here! Why am I yelling? Okay, that worked. Go, Doc, go!
Made it, Paul. We're inside.
On my way.
How's he doing, Doc?
I'm countering the spread with a series of laser tonic injections.
Right. Let's get out of here before that thing decides to have another go at us. Sorry, buddy, but we've got to keep this thing contained. Firing now. And there she goes. Hopefully, that will let the creature develop on its own in a way that will hurt no one.
What happened? Those bones. The creature.
Relax, pal. We've taken care of them. Now, you lie back and get some rest. All we gotta do is reconnect with the main body and set course for Earth. Then maybe we can get some good food inside us.
Sounds great. Though, if anyone suggests barbecue ribs, I'll scream.